LSU. You've been solid with them. You know, they've got guys who've been like going other places, but you're like, that's where I want to be.
Yeah, man. That was common knowledge to me and my mama since I committed there, because it was like I couldn't imagine myself just going anywhere after I stepped on campus in the city. Just it was weird because literally I was from, it was just like, oh, okay, this is where I'm going, and no matter how much money anybody else would throw at me, that's never changing how I felt about that school. So.
You know, I know they obviously, you look even further ahead, the NFL. Is that really the dream for you, and is this another step?
And it took me a while to really understand that I wanted to go to the NFL, because as a kid I always had people tell me, oh yeah, you can go to the NFL, this, that, and the third. And I think for a while I was saying that because that's what people were telling me. But after a lot of self-thinking, I was like, oh yeah, this is something I really want to do, is try to get as far as possible with this sport, you know.
What can you say about this school, this community, this football program? I mean, people around Texas know about it. I'm sure people outside of Texas know about it. But just, you've played here 4 years. I mean, how special is it? And guys like you that now get to go represent Lufkin. You know?
Yeah. Lufkin has, in my opinion, always looked out for me and had my back since day one, basically. And the culture here is, especially around the football scene, is amazing. Like, we've had so many good people come out of here, it's not even funny. And yeah, man, Lufkin has always had my back for like the longest.
Did you grow up playing with Evan? Have y'all played?
Yeah. About to say, me and Evan have been playing since we were almost 4 or 5 years old, man. So I've known him basically my whole life. Yeah, and I'm so glad that he gets to go to a high Division I school like that. That makes me happier than getting to sign that paper for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a real proud friend moment.
That's what it's about here, though. Like, you guys have been buddies since way back, and so you're just as happy seeing the next guy get an opportunity as you are for yourself.
Oh yeah, man. I'm about to say, seeing his pictures for his OV out in the snow, I was like, oh man, that's crazy. Like, he looked goofy a little bit, but other than that, man, it really put a big smile on my face seeing those pictures. It was awesome.
And, you know, just this program, I know I asked Evan, just kids that are coming up behind y'all, what would your advice be to them, not just for when they're here and how they, you know, when they put on that Panther helmet, but to get to where y'all are going, what would you encourage them to do?
To not give up and be very consistent with what you do. Like, even when you feel like you hate the sport, you got to keep going, because you know at the end of the road, it's the best life for you if that's what you see it to be. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, it's not built for everybody. But if you find that resolve and will in yourself, you'll make it. You know.
And then, you know, obviously, you know, we talked about it a little bit last time. We talked a little bit earlier in the season, you and Coach Bo and the relationship that you two have. And obviously, you know, you said wherever he went, you were going to go. So kind of go into that relationship.
Yeah, man. I'm about to say, Coach Bo is like a surrogate father to me, like I told you last time, man. I love that dude. He's taking care of me in some crazy times, man. And it's me and him were both very excited that I signed those papers earlier this morning, man. And it was a surreal moment, you know. It was like, oh man, I'm really making these steps further and further into my true goals and true dreams, you know.
Yeah, and then you know, these last couple of years, you being, you know, playing here at Lufkin, and even going back to when you first started, when you were 4 or 5 years old. How do you feel like you've seen yourself grow as a player and then as a person as well?
I think as a player, it shows for itself. You know, like you could watch my film from when I was a freshman up until now. It's a completely different person on the field. But I don't think I would have grown as a person unless I had those coaches who really did help me in my life, like Coach Shaq, Coach Rogers, Coach Quick, Coach Lamb. All those guys really helped me mature and understand certain things that a young kid would really struggle to understand with.